Good evening, folks. I'm Tuskens, and welcome to Season 47, Week 1, Round 3 of 5 versus 5 Grand Arena Championship for Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes. Our opponent, once again, is Ziio. It's been a while. It's probably been 2 seasons since we last met, something like that. Always a very challenging opponent, but he's one of the Russian guys. He's in Red Machine. And I catch his stream sometimes on YouTube. This guy is like almost a million GP less with me, so he's used to fighting in this neck of the woods. He's used to doing more with less. Very shrewd, very dangerous man. Like fighting him. So I've been looking forward to this. Let's get right into the stuff. Hope everyone's doing well. I usually stream round 2. I was busy / I wasn't really feeling it on Saturday, so I'd make it up to you guys by being here for this one. And this is a good match. The last one was against Infinem, and I think it's the first time I got matched up with him, and that was great. Infinem is Atlas. That's his account that I was fighting, and it was a great match. I did win by 22 banners, so little more than just one drop. It was super close. And then my prize for defeating Infinem is fighting Ziio again. So we'll have to get right into that. Let's go ahead and put up the prediction. We're in this, so it should be 3 or less, 4 more, right? 3 or less, 4 more. All right. And we'll start the prediction period. What's up, King of Losing? See you in the chat. All right. Oh yeah, and also Sheepdog. What's going on, man? All right. Let's get this on screen and flip us back over. Just blow this up. Okay. So, barely hanging on to life here in the top 50. Only one of us gets to stay in the top 50 for the end of this week. So we'll see who it is. All right, GP, my 13.6 to his 12.7 million. Top 80 GP, my 3.07 to his 2.97. So like 100K, something like that. I've got on him in there. Zetas, my 320 to his 318, very close. GAC Omicrons, my 42 to his 19, so I'm more than double him. Wow. All right, top 80 average speed, 158 to his 146, so that's a really strong advantage. Wow. Usually I'm used to working with a disadvantage, or if it's an advantage, something like 5 average speed. But to have 12, nice. Mod analysis, plus 25s, my 171 to his 124. Plus 20s, my 372 to his 10. Sorry, that's 20 to 24 is his 372 to his 210. And then plus 20s, my 543 to his 334. So we have crushing amounts of speed on him. So this is typical of our matchups. I am always at a GP advantage. I am generally at some type of modding advantage. I recall that I'm usually at some kind of advantage. It varies how much it is. And so relics, yeah, no big surprises here. Relic 9s, I've got, oh wait, we didn't talk about offense mods. Plus 4s, I have 134 to his 101, and then plus 6s, we both have 35, 6% or better offense mods. That's a prodigious collection. It's pretty good. I'm grateful for the speed advantage because you'll see why. Let's get through the relics here. So relic 9s, I've got 67 to his 34, so damn near double. Relic 8s, 109 to his 54, just over double. Relic 7s, 56 to his 82, so I've converted a lot more 7s to 8s than he has. And now we see Datacrons. As usual, your boy is somewhere under 200. I'm usually somewhere around 180. This time I haven't finished all the re-rolling that I'm going to do with the set that I've got because I'm still building up a few crons. But yeah, I'm 163 total re-rolls to his 312. My level 9s, I have 39 to his 43, so relatively close. That's nice. 6 to 8s, I have 6, he has 5, and then 3 to 5s, we each have 1. So actually, it feels a little closer in terms of sheer count. The thing is that his are, roughly twice as optimized, almost twice as optimized as mine are in terms of those rerolls. So. All right. GL comparisons, lots and lots of green. I like to see that almost around the board with the exception of my JMK, my C, and my Leia were faster, which isn't, a huge deal, but it is something, I guess. Being bulky Leia is what I'm running with for the time being. So that is true stats that you're seeing for her. Last season I had her something like 573 speed, 173,000 health. And I was finding that it wasn't doing anything impressive because of that. If it was holding, it was because of some other thing. So this bulk is a better hedge against the mirror. It's a better hedge against a variety of things that can clean it up. That's the theory, and that's what I'm testing for the time being. So, now you know. Key characters. Yeah, all the regular favorites here. We do have Cat back to being really fast. And y'all know I was looking for so long for that one magic mod that was going to make it work for me to push Cat up over 375 speed. And hot damn, I found it. At long last. So she's 376. Even pushing that up +1 is a big deal. Very tough to find a set that meets all the marks that you're going for with it. So, ooh. Maul is bigger, badder than ever. Star Killer, God, this is just monstrous. He is such a monster. All right. All these guys recently got tune-ups, so it's just fun seeing them here. I usually don't go into this. All right, let's go ahead over to the Omega Bot report and blow that up. I'm also going to kill the camera so it's not in our way. All right, so we can see here that Ziio attacks pretty strictly at the same times. So we expect no action here tonight. As far as our mod comparison here in the line graph, you can see I've got, a really serious glut of speed over him, so hopefully that adds up to something for me. As far as GAC Omicron placement, just love this graph because at a glance you can see that I'm just hugely more invested in GAC Omicrons. So, we gotta hope that amounts to something serious. I think that this is our fourth matchup. Ziio can correct me. Any one of his very nice fans can correct me. I want to say this is our fourth matchup. I want to say that it's 2-1 right now. My 2 to his 1. So we'd be evening up if he won this one. So we'll see, but I've definitely been caught out. First time chatter, Dignified Fury, Aw, man, it's just one of these guys. It's a shame. Where is the band, the button? Where you go? Oh, you go bye-bye. That's where you go. Okay, so squad banner efficiency. Wow. It's so impressive, man. It's so impressive. It's so he's playing with a sub 13 million account, right? Against people that are definitely 13 plus, definitely as or more invested than him in Datacrons. Like, I'm not specifically, but most people out this way are. And especially in the top 8 bracket where he has made frequent appearances. He just does. He does it, man. He does it with less. He wins matches, and he's getting mostly 65s. Look at this. It's incredible. That is like the super majority of all of his attacks are 65. And when they're not 65, they're going to be 60-something. Look at that. 62, 63, 60, 64, 61, like that. Like crazy. Just crazy efficiency. And where he can sneak one. You see, he got this was last season's data, by the way. He'll even sneak a 68 where he can. He's always looking out for where he can do that wampa.
Thank you for the biddies.
So we'll see what happens. Chippy Chipperson, Tass, I voted for 4 or more tonight, but only because I've been wrong about everything tonight. Kick his ass, C-Tass. You know what? I'll take the reverse psychology luck. I appreciate you, bro. And thank you so much for the 350 biddies. Appreciate it, man. Okay. Oh, that's right. You can't see my face. I was smiling and like waving at the camera, but I had it off, so that's good. It's good. All right, let's move over to defense. Now, again, this is a poll based on the last 5 vs. 5 season. So a lot's changed since the last 5s in terms of datacrons, and this was the last hurrah of set 9, if you recall. So that was the bulk cron for dark side and light side. It was a big to-do, because that set hugely defined the meta around it. It was transformative. So what we can get out of this data for this week is an understanding of proportion. What kind of size a defense he likes to set, what he's comfortable with, and what he's used to still executing with on attack, you know? So, you know, Tarfful, Ray Swallow, Dash Nest, probably Hondo in there too. JMK Cat, Lord Vader Maul, Cere Malicos, CLS Malgus, Sortie, Saw, Asana, Hera Krex, Cere, blah, blah, blah. Sometimes Jabba, sometimes Trenchwat, sometimes Ray Swallow Cats. Okay, so what you're seeing here is a very high degree of comfort setting something like 5+ GLs. Where does Leia fit into this? So Leia doesn't seem represented on defense at all. He may not have unlocked it for the last 5 seasons. Defense-wise, Leviathan, Profundity, Executor, this is a hallmark of his. He enjoys setting the full nasty and doing 3 punch-ups with fleets. I respect that. I'm trying to play the best mathematical odds myself, just trying to have the closest you can have to a sure thing, and that isn't even working out. So I respect that he's producing results, but yeah. All right. As far as what we expect to see bottom front, most likely 4 teams. Going to give it to Ray Swallow. Based on this, Cere Malgus, something like that. Possibly Lord Vader Maul. Possibly JMK Cat. All right. Offense-wise, what's he doing? Starkiller, Reva, Aphra, Traya, Talzin, Hunter, Qui-Gon, Jabba, Slacker, Gas. Malgus, half-timing it. Veersma, Mothma, Hera Krex, Wampa, CLS, JML, Jedi Cal. You know whose name I'm not seeing is Leia. So Leia was not available to him in any way last 5 seasons. So we can intuit nothing about that. That means we assume it's on defense. Leia wasn't around last 5s? Oh. Wait. No, that's false. Because I've seen it in people's history. Shit, I've seen it in mine. View Cowboy, do we get to know your Leia strategy before we predict? No, you don't. You get to jump into the pit, same as the rest of them. So, ha! Yeah, she emerged at some point later in the last 5 seasons. I'm pretty confident of that, because I've seen it in people's history here. And we don't have new week data yet. Yeah, small volume, yeah. Yeah, I had her for the end of last season. I remember. I just didn't have ult, I think, until the end of the season. Anyway, or something like that. Something close to that. So, not too many GLs on offense. He's used to a lot of punch-ups, so to speak. Teams that he had difficulty with last season. The odd Qui-Gon caught him out. JML, really? That's interesting. Leia, yeah, as rare of a duck as she was, no doubt it would catch you out. Traya, Slacker, ooh, yeah, Traya could, Slacker C, yeah, Traya, Slacker C, wow. These can all be tough in the wrong circumstance that way. Sir Malicos, all right, a lot of the usual suspects. Oh, Aphra Nest, okay, all right, well, Wow. All right. Well, this is very interesting. I mean, it makes sense because he's not taking things that are going to slaughter everything. So, Makes sense. All right, camera back on, and let's move back on over to the main scene. Hey, little one. All right, where are we at with the prediction? Is that thing done yet? Choose outcome. Okay, we're done. So we can start talking about the board. 4 battles for last season with Leia as a defender on Insight. I don't know. I'm pretty sure I had it. I don't know what to tell you about Insight, but you could check my history, I guess. I mean, I'm not trying to lie to you, but I'm pretty sure I remember what I remember. Anyway, it's neither here nor there. All right, let's talk about my defenses. Top side. So we got Qui-Gon, JKA, Cam, Kit Fisto, and Plo Koon. Y'all know the story about Kit Fisto with the second physical damage AoE to accompany Anakin. It's not often he gets to pop that off, but when he does, yeah, got our Jedi Cron on. You got Finn, Zori. You got Resistance Hero Finn. It's a more offensive orientation. We'll see how it performs. Gathering data on it. There's not a lot of experience I have with running this comp, and I have assurances that this new set 11 kind of favors this. Anyway, we'll see. Cere, Malicos, Kylo, Crew, and Fulcrum with a Fulcrum Cron. Rey, Swolo, RJT, GK, and Cal. All right, and yeah, you know we've got the UFU, and we'll show this one to you. I love this. Oh, I see. The girl's hungry. All right, so yeah, we've got some solid defense, health, and health steal to start on this Cron. I like that. That's going to be tough. The stacking defense can be challenging for Starkiller, but high health besides is really punishing because those Ray shields are going to be... All right. Bottom side. Wait, what did you guys predict? 3 or less. 68% went 4 or more. 32% 3 or less. Okay. All right. I see you guys. I appreciate you. All right. Well, I mean, you know, the alcohol is flowing, so we'll see how it goes. Bottom front here for me, we've got Gas 501st, followed by Leia, R2 Drogon, Han Chewie. It's all the rage out here. Everybody's running it. I have a well-kitted Han and Chewie, so why not join the craze, right? I have produced holds with it this week, I will say that. Is Drogon's Omicron a must? I don't know that I'd call it a must, but I would call it a pretty serious value add. Let's take a look at it real quick. Drogon has plus 50% max health. I mean, considering that under Leia's leadership, which is also giving max health, there's huge synergy. Plus, you have this added effect. You know, under a rebel tank leader, which can either be Leia or Saw Gerrera, if you're of the mind to do it and you don't have Leia yet. Drogon is immune to ability block, and at the start of each of his turns, he dispels all debuffs from another random ally and recovers 25% health and protection himself. I think that means. And at the start, rebel fighter support. So if it's specifically Saw, right? I think, or is she that? No, she's a tank. She's a tank. Yeah, I'm pretty sure she's a tank. Anyway, whatever. Whenever Drogon scores a critical hit, all rebel allies gain 10% turn meter. It's good. It isn't great, right? It's a good tier, right? 50% health and like immunity to ability block and stuff like that. Sounds good, right? I think especially with the Drogon Cron right now, a lot of synergy there. That's making it really stand out, I think. He's a super unit for the time being. And so I was going to sink this anyway. Like when I saw the ability block immunity and the 50% max health on a team that's with max health, on a character that's going to be having a decent amount of health, because I was going to be taking him up to Relic 9 regardless. Yeah. Decided to go with the Omicron. So hopefully that helps, man. All right. Full Bird Malgus. So Malgus, DR, BSF, Malak, and Sith Marauder. We've got some health on that Cron. That's dark side buffs, by the way. And then you got Lord Vader, Maul, Piet, Thrawn, Royal. So it's a classic. That's battle tested from last season as being pretty resilient to Phoenix. So I do enjoy that, and that's why we've got it down. All right, let's talk about enemies' defense. All right, top side, you've got Tuskens. Okay. Saw, Cere, Wedge, Biggs, and SRP, not with the Wedge Cron, but with a Saw Cron. I've seen a couple Wedge Crons here this week. I'll say that. It's got the damage reduction 6, which is very serious. The level 3 is the right one, and the level 9 is pretty kind of weak. But interesting stats. Very high health. 25% defense. It's small, but it helps. And good health steal. Yeah, all right. Iden, Scout, Storm, Shore, and Death with a Storm Cron. I like Storm. That's a good one. Whenever Stormtrooper loses taunt, remove 50% turn meter from all enemies. Now, that would still need to, do like a potency check, right? I think that is implicit. Because if it said that it could not be resisted or something like that, it would explicitly say that if it wasn't even an option. So I believe that you can still resist this. I don't know if you want to play into that and stack tenacity for whatever your counter is, but 159% defense, 57% protection, so that is just huge stat-wise. Wow, that is a serious damn problem, isn't it? All right, well, we'll see how... Thank God the relics aren't, all universally screaming high. And then you have Dash Hondo. Relic 9 Hondo with the Omicron. What's good, bro? Offense, health orientation. How'd you choose to go? You went with crit damage. Okay. Crit damage is respectable. Some people go health. Or, sorry, not health. Offense, rather. Because he stacks crit damage. Stacking more crit damage on top of crit damage isn't bad. I used to do that. But I think Zareth is the one that sold me on going with an offense triangle, because it's something that he doesn't give himself. He doesn't stack offense over the fight, right? He stacks tenacity, I want to say, protection, but he also is stacking crit damage, right? So the crit damage will keep on going, and as the more that you stack the crit damage, the value of that initial plus 42% crit damage from the triangle keeps going down and down and down as the fight goes on. You would be having a higher throughput of damage by having offense, which you are not building through any other internal means on the character. So this guy's just monstrous, though. What do we got? Ooh, that's a huge bitch. Ooh. Okay. All right. Not too fast, though. But if it's all scoundrels, it doesn't matter too much, which it is. So yeah, Dash Scoundrels with Hondo. No Vandor in there, I will note. It is Nest, so that means if you are tempted to use Bad Batch, you better know what you're doing about attending to Nest before she's the last character. Because if you're stuck in a situation where you have... it's a Bad Batch leadership that causes turn meter on enemies to get pushed back. I can't remember the condition exactly, but it's activated by basics, I want to say. Anyway, the point is that you can easily get yourself in a situation where you keep Nest locked down and you keep resetting her turn meter. She never gets to drop her shield and you don't get to finish the job in time. So you'd have to be careful. And then, of course, you'd also have to just not get outright obliterated, in the fight by this Hondo, who is a big boy. All right, bottom front for our enemy. Where are we at? All right. Malgus, DR, BSF, Malik, and Sass. So who's missing? Sith Marauder is usually who I would run. So Sass is an interesting option. Now, looking at this earlier, she is by far the slowest. So the intention is for all of her allies to go. Then she will go and use middle on her first turn. And possibly, likely, lap most, all of your team. That is the intention. What do we got here? We got defense, health, steal, and crit damage with buffs up on 3. Okay. You got Lord Vader, Maul, Ninth Sister, Thrawn, and Royal. Now, I'll check his math. I think you're too fast. 294 seems fast. 294 seems fast. 294 times 1.25. 367. There's no way that you have your Thrawn natively 368. Right? Right? No, you don't. It's only 341. Okay, so you're going to have ninth go first, then Thrawn. All right, well, that's interesting. So it isn't the Piet. There's a part of me that wanted to really consider going with Phoenix here, but for the strategy that I think that I need, I don't know that I can take any of the risks that I'd like to take up front. Because you know how I like to do it, guys. I mean, I like... If I'm going to play cute, I'll try and play cute with what I can see and save things that I know are stronger for what I can't see in the back. Like, especially if they throw me for a loop. If I've scouted them out and I've got them mapped out for case A and they deliver me case B, you got to be able to roll with it. So sometimes that means that you take little risks like that. And this guy could very well exploit that about me. So good stacking defense. That helps Maul, but I don't know. Anyway, Cere, Malicos. He's only got 1 Omicron. He's got it on Strength is Power. That is the one, I believe. Yes. If you had to pick just one, that would be the one. I really do like having all 3. I will commit to that. I do think all 3 are very good. All right. And then that's a Malicos Kron. Okay. And then you've got Rey, Swallow, RJT, Zori, and GK. That is a really nasty little setup. And this is going to be UFU stuff, yeah? 218% defense. Stacking defense. 35% health. That is nasty, man. All right. You guys know what it is. We're going to go ahead and restart the game because we don't invite that bad juju on ourselves. Possibility of BlueStacks crashing. I dare not pronounce the word correctly. So superstitious have I become. I went a little heavy-handed on the gin this time. All right. How will we approach this? So typically we go with Starkiller. Round 1 of this first week, I fought an opponent who had Zori down, and it was a stacking defense like this one that did not have this much defense on it. And it had Zori, though. I want to say it was like Zori and L3, not even with GK. And so, yeah, Starkiller did not work. Starkiller could not clear that for me. It was a timing issue. It was it just took way too long to get people into damage immunity issue. Zori wasn't even super punishing on that, but getting stuck on taunt was really bad. So I think I'm going to JMK this straight up. Now this sucks. This sucks because Ziio likes to set JMK, which means that I have to plan on doing something on the order of Reva for JMK, which has not been super duper reliable. There's enough time where the AI just early calls directly onto GI and just explodes him, and yeah. So We'll have to play it how it goes, but I'm thinking we have to plan for something that will solidly one-shot everything up front. So JMK for Ray. What else did I write down here? Yeah, we'll talk about Malgus when it's go time on Malgus. Cere, I'm feeling like I'm going to use C there. I think that's C. That feels like it's relatively safe. Lord Vader, Phoenix is a temptation, but Phoenix does a lot. Phoenix can do a lot for me. So I think I'm going to just do Slacker, all right? And so JMK, C, Slacker, and then I think I've got one good solution for that. He's going to have Leia in the back, I suspect. He might save it to Mirror Mine. He could. Maybe he feels he needs to. I don't know. I think I've seen him use Jedi, though, so I think he has that option available to him. But that's why I suspect he would have it on defense. And it's been a popular behavior among opponents this week to have it on defense in the back. I don't think it's terrible. I also just don't think it's what I'm doing this week. So I have mine up front. So we have to save JML for that. If he has JMK, we've got to save Inquisitors. And then hope to God that we, put ourselves in a situation that's readily cleanable if it doesn't pan out. Because that can be awful, man. And we don't have gas. We've got gas up front. You saw I have gas on defense. So I remember that's bailed me out in the past when I've wiped out hard on JMKs. Yeah, we must be cautious for sure. Yeah, I don't dare risk Starkiller against that Ray. Not with the stacking defense. In many other circumstances I would, but not this time. All right. What is the fight that most shapes the future of this board? So I think we're going to Jabba the Malgus. I think that's going to be the plan. C. Let's execute the C fight. We know that we need defense. I think we're just going to take pure Sith. Set, sass. I can consider other figures. I can be convinced. I don't know how much is necessary. Let's sort by defense real quick. We don't need the very best. This one might actually be rather good. It is a stacking defense, though, but it isn't the one that I want for Slacker. The one that I want for Slacker would be... Maybe this one. It doesn't have any crit damage on it, but the defense... Well, it doesn't have the stacking defense. That's the problem. Which one is it? That's a good one. Doesn't have the buffs, though, but it is a stacking def. Yeah, well, we know that we need defense, so it can be none of these. This one... This one I like. I think we can make that work. Who does oppressive damage on this team? Well, Cere... okay, we're going to link up these two, so no critical hits. I don't think Rays or anything else is strictly needed, but what if we also took along Darth Maul? I don't want to use either Watt or armor. I don't want to use either one. I want to be greedy on this fight, and I'm hoping that my relics will do the job. But here's the question then for me. If I'm doing this with this Kron that has the offensive setup on buffs, why am I doing that instead of this? Because this has stack def. Who do I want stack def for that wants this kind of health steal? I mean, I guess Slacker can make use of that, but it's not the Just not the right orientation. So this one could be used for our purpose very easily. We don't need to worry about that. So yeah, okay, why don't we do that? Does that mean that I feel confident that I can save the extra character and run 3? We're making a sacrifice using high defense, but I think it'll amount to a pretty safe clear. So let's run it like this. And away we go. What, we're 30 minutes in and I'm doing my first fight? 39 minutes, okay. It's about on course. 1 into 2 and go. Yes. Go ahead.
Thank you for the biddies.
You go ahead, get that prod up. All right. Can we hit somebody? Yeah, you. That's fine. You slap. Yeah, that defense feels great. Canada Fed, 250 biddies. Appreciate you, man. Thank you kindly. Sir Boss, I used Malgus for the one I faced. Fear shut him down long enough to kill him. I believe that. I do. Stay under stealth, lady. Okay. Alright. Stay on target. Stay on target. Do I go for the product? Nah, the proc gain is not really worth it because it'll fall off to anything in terms of the banner catch. So anyway, I started zapping. Whoo! Boy, he really wants to be critting. Malicos is so frustrated by this. Oh yeah, she can't crit. That's so fun. You guys are jerks. Okay. So what I actually would prefer... I actually am stuck here now for a moment because of the ability block. So all very fair. All very fair. All very time consuming. Okay, so now these two. Okay, this is a great situation for me. I'm going to link these up because in the end I'm going to relink like Cere and Crew and then zap the two of them and then just basic down the Cal, but I don't want Cal to have any protection or shit like that when it comes time for that to go down. Let's make sure that we have Lock Shock on everybody so we come back around to Pappy Zap as quick as possible. Just stay like that. Now, we're going to have ult up. Yeah, okay, so we knew that was going to happen. Yeah, I really don't want to be stuck fighting with him. I want this unlock. Can we have you be stunned? Nah, bro. We don't get that. So we're still just going to chill. Okay. You're kind of almost maybe there, but not really. So, Can we get them turns, young man? You're getting there for me. I feel it. Zap. Nope. 2 minutes. Am I going to get myself in trouble? Because she's going to get around to that next bonk here. Yeah, I think I'm okay to do the link up now. I don't want to tempt fate too much longer. Having her being able to critically hit it all doesn't feel great. And then she's about to do a true damage hit. Some true damage besides. Go under stealth. Great timing for that. Zap these two. Put it on auto. Send it home. No real prod. I don't want to leave Cere last. Cere hits hardest. Like, this guy's just going to sit here and get his shit slapped all the way down because we sapped nearly all of his protection, so he's just some dude now. Yeah, Cere is an actual threat to us. So 63, it will do. We'll have to be decently efficient against him, but I think that was worthwhile. Okay. We know that Jabba against Malgus should be a slam dunk. What seems more at risk? Well, we're going to do JMK, and we're going to do it without GK, because GK is on defense with Rey up top, so we're going to do JMK Cat. We're going to save Padme, also. For the sake of Gidme, there's enough healing for us to work with. who's our next man? Yes, we'll have Ayla, Ahsoka, and then your girl Jedi Knight Guardian with absolute wood tier slow mods, so that she will be in damage immunity for many turns. Okay, so how do we want to play this? 1, 2, 3, 4 Jedi. So there's a convincing 3 non-Galactic Legend Jedi on this team. So damage reduction doesn't seem necessary. We just need to be slapping. There's always one that I use. Which one is the one? This is the one. So it has the benefit of being an Alacron. It is a stacking damage with Foresight that works for us. It's got the speed up level 3. That's great. Ayla level 9 is actually really slapping because I set her up to do God's work, right? Dig that. A decent amount of added speed, over 100% potency. Crit chance, it ideally would be at 100%. She gets 10% crit chance from her unique. So she is technically over it, but I would ideally like that to be at 100. 97 will do. And yeah, just a bunch of added offense. So she's going to be keeping people on lock, if I think about it. Also, the armor penetration is great, but the crit damage is really quite serious. So with the stacking damage, I feel like crit damage performs better than just pure armor penetration. Although, now that I think about it, I do have that available as an option. Because this is the one... No, you know what? I think I do actually have a team. Yeah, I think I have Qui-Gon, so I am going to stick to my script. All right. So, name of the operation would be Snipe Out Zori when she is revealed to us. But if we could, we would run with Mace, because Mace would pull her out. It'll be very difficult to find her if we don't have Mace. That means that we wouldn't have Mace for Starkiller, but for whom do we need that? Is there someone up top? I don't see us needing specifically Mace to deal with Dash Hondo Queel. Being able to reduce the max health on Nest is fine, but it's not like a Relic 9 Nest. It's a Relic 7 Nest. And my Starkiller is plenty oppressive without that. So if we take Mace here, though, we do get to pull her out. That means we get to get rid of her soon, which means we don't have a healing threat from her. That's the reason to get rid of her, because she'll heal Rey right up. The only downside here is we don't get to keep damage immunity on Mace. So, full marks. Plus, he's decently quick. 267. His strength is that he's Relic 9 now. So he's a big boy. Solid amount of defense built in. What's the way I should play it? So who would I delete otherwise, if not? See, yeah, that's the thing. If I do this with Jedi Knight Guardian, if that was something like OG Cal instead of Zori, then I feel like Jedi Knight Guardian is the right choice. But we got to get this one out of here. So is this truly the way I want to do it? We could do a lot of damage mitigation with that Jedi reduction level 6. We could do a lot to preserve Mace, because Mace is also decently quick. What are we going to do here? Reserved, not reserved, could be used. Lesser in both armor penetration and crit damage, but it has the right level 6, if we're of the mind about it. I think we are favored by going quicker. I think we play for the aggression. We don't play for time with these people. We gotta slap their shit and move on. So away we go. Wolfman, what's cracking, my dude? What's going on? I'm hunting. Here we go. Yeah, I bet you would. I bet you would. There, you've got the instant defeat immunity there, so I see you, lady. Target you. Start working you down. Okay, yeah. How about it, Mace? When are you gonna... Hey, stop that shit now. You? Stun, maybe? Nice. Good stuff. Good stuff. Hello there. I guess that's fine. Just a basic, though, because you've got foresight. Hi. Yeah, you... Okay, so this isn't going to do me any good right now. Trade over back, because we have to wait... No, I could have deleted her. That was a fuck-up on my part. What's wrong with me? I could have deleted her right there. Alright, we have to amend that. She is... not having something that stops her from getting yeeted, so let's have confidence in that. Proceed with working through Ray's health. We can disrespect all manner of taunt. Let's see if we can't get rid of crit immunity. It's just going the distance because of him. So he needs to go if we're to have that out of the way, but we know that we need to plow through her. Yeah, but that's going to be tough. We have to work down his... we have to get him into DI. Shouldn't be too difficult now. May as well take inspiration off you while we're in the neighborhood. Yeah, so it still gives me credit for dispelling. You see how I still get to remove the inspiration, but then she gets CI anyway, so that's that working properly, where CI is being removed and then reapplied. As seen there as well. Come on. Just a basic, because we're still under the gun here. There we go. Good big smack there. Yeah, actually, if you don't mind. Reduce max health on him, by all means. Yes, please, a reset there. Good timing. Ooh, good slap. I really don't want to get set up with that, but I do want the armor shred on you, so that was a solid choice. Into that, force him down, get him out, get out of my house. Don't have damage immunity. Is there a reason to be concerned? No, go for the gusto. Get him down as well. Can we make it? Not quite. Mace handling it like a G. Okay, we're still in the clear here. What's the ticket? Let's go ahead and shut him down. Nice, in the clear with that. Move him over. Like so. He is out of ultimate, so we go back with stacking him. Only stick to her for the time being. She's our only priority. If we end up having some shenanigans to deal with RJT in the last minute, so be it. Just basic. I should have middled, honestly, if I'm being completely frank with you. But let's move. Let's go ahead and get our prod up with that. All these ultimates are bad. I'm handling this fight slowly. I can feel it. Okay, come on. Let's go. Come on. Right foot, left stomp. Left foot, left stomp. Cha-cha, real smooth. Do. Turn it up. Go ahead, do that. Okay, smack him out of existence. Smack her out of existence. Thank you. Put it on auto. Finish the job. Brothers and sisters, end it. So, Wolfman says, not much, no longer working overnight so I can finally catch streams again. Hey, well, glad to have you, man, because I'm not usually on much. Wow, Cat must have slapped the shit out of him. All right, so 65, so we weren't punished for our earlier error. And the Relic 9 Mace held out. solid. He didn't even go into DI. Like, we were extra super duper safe on that fight with the foresight level 6. I was concerned that we didn't have, the defense to kind of deal with whatever they might do, but we were all right. We were all right. Lord Vader. So a part of me really wants to risk Phoenix, but I can't bring myself to do it. We will consume the Night Sisters. Who's going in this? This is Mandalorian. Oh, I've got to be... Oh, no. No, we're putting her in second. I don't care. I don't care. I don't give a rat's ass about the placement order. I will not be caught putting that damn armor on her. Now, let's talk Kron. Defense buys us time. We need... Oh, this is the one, isn't it? But it doesn't have the stacking defense. It just has high initial. Well, which way would we prefer to take it? You figure that high initial defense compensates for the lack of that. I still have this Iden Kron to run with my actual Imperial troopers if I were so inclined. So it is actually available. This is not the right stacker. This is the right stacker. It's got health, crit damage, defense. It is the right stacker. I gotta say, that is something. But it also doesn't have buffs on 3. It's not the best setup. Riposte, so no buffs. Riposte, so no buffs. Yeah, I think I made a mistake on my Kron placement, so I've shorted myself that option. I remember doing this last round, though, without the buffs. Well, how do you want to run it, man? I think I'm going to do this. The health steal is going to be useful. 200% defense is certainly enough to work with. Stacking defense is real deal stuff, but I don't want to start off from low defense. I guess the longer the flank goes, though, the better that is. But the thing is, I can't find a good combination of the stacking defense and the crit damage up without putting myself in a position that I don't want to be in. Well, I don't know that I don't know that I can do it at all. All right, so I think we're gonna run that. You've heard Imperial troopers can beat Lord Vader with the new Krons, but I'm too gun shy to try. Yeah, and like I said, man, I can't be taking no risks. I mean, I know that he's got nasty, just gnarly crap in the back, and we have to hope that we can come correct on that. First Order Stormtrooper. All right, so we've got the boys. Where are we at stabbins wise? We're faster, right? Damn well better be. 567. Y'all ain't seen my slacker in a bit, have you? Let me show you what old boy looks like these days. He gets a tune-up from time to time. 163,000 health. 595 speed. Crit damage triangle. 12, almost 12.1k offense. That's a huge bitch. All right. How are we going to play this? Got double tank. So that means that we don't get to, we likely don't get to stun Maul. Very good then. How fast was you guy? 367? 367 plus 40. 407. 407. 407 is dangerous. But it's not dangerous because we're stabbing. We're ahead of Lord Vader. So that's why this is hot. And here we go. We're going to pray that this works the way I intended to. Because I am doing this hoopty style this week. Stun you if we could, please. There's no need for you to do any of your stuff. At all. Hey, what the... He can't do that. Shoot him or something. You really do want to swipe, I guess, if that's going to happen, but Damn it, I didn't think it would happen to me. That's supposed to happen to someone else. Now he can't get the benefit of that. Yeah, we're locked. We're locked. I gotta pray that it comes to help us at some point. Okay, we finally get to swipe. Jesus. What an ugly affair that was. Right into the next days. Brilliant. Alright, well, at least we get an armor shred here. That's not for nothing. Rise? No, don't come back. That's cool. We'll just all chill then. We're all friends here, right? I'm cool, you're cool, we're all cool. Right? 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 Okay, she doesn't feel like she's liking it that much, being honest with you. Okay. Yeah, you got a lot of dots on you, sister. Can we swipe? Is it possible to get that? That action? Bros. That was grim. We almost lost her. That's not nice. Will you save no one? Wow, what an opportunity to stab before this next ultimate. I hope that doesn't cost me something I'm afraid to lose. Like, for example, Maul just, like, opening up right up on my ass. Just in time for me to ult, though? Yeah? Regret nothing. Never punished. Now we can just try to not time out. Nice, we got the side stun on Maul, you see that? That was slick. Okay, starting to get some swipe action. Okay, fully stacked for round 2. Let's go. Just work the system. What in the fuck, man? Let's go. Don't you dare hurt her. She's precious to me. No! She was part of my plan. Okay, nice. Nice. Yeah, I'm into it. If you're down with that, I'm down with that. Okay, now just don't destroy my shit here. Let's do it again. The script, chapter 1. Let's go ahead and stomp all this with one good poke. Get rid of all these buffs. Keep it on. Hopefully we're not punished too much for that. But I felt like we're gonna get people if we get this swipe. Yeah, that's world-ending damage, man. World-ending damage, broham. Yeah, look at that. I'm not gonna make it. Swipe. Alright, we get one ult off that. And then I have to be in ult, right? For this. Yeah, because he's gonna get another 5 stack, so. Take the money and run, boys. Okay. Yeah. 1, 2, 3. See, this is why we did this. And then swipe. Maybe get some money off of that. Good. Okay. Get to it. You gotta... Oh, shit. That is a tough boy. You weren't supposed to... Ooh. Did you see the size of that hit? Okay. So. That was monstrous. Now, that was... me having high health steal, too. And a good amount of defense to boot. So that failed us for the first time ever. We killed 3+. Wow, that's disorienting. Hopefully that doesn't cost us too much. Bounty hunters wise. Lord Vader with Royal is kind of nasty. Troopers could be a solution. How did that fight end? It ended with a basic. He basicked. Slacker out of non-existence. But you can't infer too much from that. No, you can. He would have used a special if he had one. That's true. Against a GL. Okay. Bounty hunters, I think, would do just fine. Thank you. Life just got me a slushie. Mom Mothma? I don't know if I dare. Alright, think about that in a minute. I don't think it's Geos. I don't think you Geos that. I feel like your options would be like Imperial Troopers, but I have Piet with Lord Vader. So I think it is just going to be Bounty Hunters. Alright, and then we'll Jabba this one. Hot Cartel. So, Jabba, Chrysanthemum, Bausch. Ability block is a non-factor. So, we can keep Boba. For what purpose? For what purpose? We're going to use Bounty Hunters now. We know how we're going to do it. We don't use Boba to any meaningful effect. There's no prod-up stacking. So we could use him here. The rocket can be helpful. Taking out a side tune. Sure, fine. Take Scando too. So it's either that or Hembo. Hembo's a fine choice. He'll do a lot of damage, but probably not as much as the Execute rocket. Alright, defense-wise, let's talk about it. I think this one. We don't need to worry about the light side buffs. We're overwhelming this team. We're not fighting a GL here. Got enough added stats to survive. The prod up isn't bad to help our two lightsiders. And as long as we wait, we should be okay. I don't really want to stack him, but I don't think it matters, so. Who do we put that on? I think we put it on Malik. Alright, let's go. Yeah. Well, if you put it on him, well, he won't always have taunt. I guess it's a good idea to put it on him. But can't be resisted. Can be evaded. Yeah, so why do that way? Let's put it on him. So that we don't get feared. We can stack his health, but he's going to be probably the first character to die. So fine. That's annoying. We'll just basic here. Now there's going to be the lightning. But if we don't have all this shit out of the way... We did say what we wanted to not do, but the problem is he doesn't have taunt right now, so I don't want an issue. Let's go. That's fun. Alright. Stack her up good while we're all on it. This doesn't apply taunt, right? I think I want to taunt up here. Make sure we've got that all in order. 3.5 minutes. We just have to make sure we have enough time to work through everybody. Let's go back over to you. You're still on lock, so let's go ahead and do that. Boy, I hope I don't time out. That would be embarrassing. Okay, that's a good thing. How about the rest of yous? Feeling it? Digging it? Liking it? Not doinking on you, eh? Alright. How about this one? Okay. It's fine. It's fine. Bye. Okay. Okay. That's good. Mm-hmm. Okay. Back to that. Now you can't really, you can blind him. Might as well do this targeting him so that there's some interaction there, because there won't be here, I'll tell you that. Okay, let's do this. Get everybody topped off real nice and genteel-like. Pop, pop? No? Alright. We tried. Let's throw this one over here on him. You get nothing. You lose. Good day, sir. Mm-hmm. Mm. Well, there it is. Okay. Plenty of time to spare. And a 65 at that. And just as well, because we had an unexpected drop. All right. Let's go ahead and move through this. Hopefully it works as we expect. Bounty Hunter should be what? It should still work the same way. So Fennec, Boba, Grief, Mando, and you would typically take Bam. Bam makes it a slam dunk. So I think we'll do that. Do we need him for some other application? Not as much as we need him to save somebody's ass if we get into trouble. So we'll keep that all in mind. What are we going to do here? Protection is a good choice. This adds health as well, but it also has the crit damage up, and it doesn't look like it's one of my better crons, so this is a decent usage. Buffs up on 3 makes me feel good about it. Interesting. Yeah, it's not dependent on making anything work, so what the hell do I care? We're just waiting for Crush. Crush is not forthcoming. Alright. You're going to counter on him if I do this. I'd rather save it for Vader at this point. Okay, grab a big Crush, and we're off, right? There it is. Taunt up. Destroy. It won't call him because he's locked down for some dumbass reason. Shred. Basic. Stick to the script, lads. Yeah, I mean, you always want to take the money with this because it's going to move the whole team. Take the money and you run. Run, 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 run. Run, run, run. Basic. And smack his shit. All of his oh, shit. Well, he doesn't have buffs, so that's a good thing. Hey, and he gets countered? Alright, good. 40 back. Alright, fine. We paid the blood price. We are through. 3 plus 40. Gruesome. Gruesome bit of work. Fennec. Bosk. Grief. Mando. Bam. Bam was wasted, we see. So my concern about having him there was entirely unwarranted. There wasn't enough damage to force him. Well, see, the thing is that bringing Bam was our hedge against him having his cooldowns up off rip. Turns out he had like basic for his first couple turns. So, or no, it was basic middle. So basic middle crush. So we had time. All right, what's back here? Let's see it. Face the music. JMK? Not JMK. Oh, thank God. Oh, thank God. It's not JMK. All right, dog. All right, dog, I see you. Oh, shit. He did full bird CLS. Wow, okay. Do I just, like, devour this with my Giga Ewok team? Is that what that is? Zio will have a drop on me, I think. I really hope he does. I think it's possible for me to have no more drops on this board. I have to think about it. Man, these Baja Blasts from Taco Bell ain't so bad. It's been a long time. My wife had a random craving for Taco Bell. No, she's not pregnant. If she was, I'd be overjoyed, but not at this point. But random cravings for Taco Bell are rare. All right, what are we doing? Tarfful's got a couple options. I think I reserved Qui-Gon Jinn. Qui-Gon Jinn's not perfect banners, but it is a one-shot. It's going to get the job done. Mark my words. CLS, I believe Ewoks is the answer. They've got damage reduction, but they're also just going to be like outrageously, eternally stone-aged. Yeah. That's what's cracking. All right. Sol. Something haunts me about that Slacker fight, guys. I did that stab to make sure that they wouldn't have all of those buffs. And I feel like that was a good choice. Would have had one more old charge. But that old charge isn't why I died, right? I died because Lord Vader just walked up and slapped my shit into non-existence while having, like, full stack, multiple ults worth of mastery and the buffs up from level 3. CWC, got Chewie, so it's full. I want to say Qui-Gon Jinn here. What did I write on my file? My notepad file for my idea file. Bounty Hunters or Inquisitors were also good options. Inquisitors, I think, is higher banners. We'll check. CLS, Chupio, C-3PO, Han Chewie. Yeah, I mean, if you were going to do that, I guess you would have that split back here. I want to double check, but I want to say Ewoks. So what is that? Chirp, Tap, Log, Knee, and Wick. Okay. And then Leia. So he doesn't have Leia for mirror. He does have it on defense. So we have JML. So we would need to do this Leia fight first, because if we have to clean it up, I would want Inquisitors for that. Leia, R2, Drogon, Old Ben, and Baze. So we are fortunate in that this is a fairly weak composition. So we just need to ability block off for it. So JML. What's the cron setup? It is as expected. That is monstrous, dude, to try and pound through. So JML, Jedi Cal, JKR, JKL, and then because it's not Han Chewie, there is no risk of getting like insta exploded off rip. So I would, if it was Han Chewie, I think I would be taking Jolee, but because it isn't, I think I am going to take Hoda. So now we can discuss in detail how we want to push on about top. So what did we save for ourselves? We're down bounty hunters. That's the extra team that would have been nice to have. If we should hope that we don't have to use Inquisitors. So I think it's probably preferred that we use Qui-Gon on Tarfful. So I think we'll pencil in Inquisitors as an alternative, and we plan on Qui-Gon. Wait, didn't I set Qui-Gon though? Yeah, I think I did. Boy, you better be straight about what you got down before you start planning out the rest of this board. What kind of Jedi mess did you set, boy? Okay, so you set him. So you don't got Qui-Gon. It's good to know. It's a good time to know that. Good work. Well done. Cheers all around. Okay. So bounty hunters are Inquisitors, so that means it looks like it is Inquisitors. So 3S. Now Bad Batch is an option, but Bad Batch, what is it? It's defense stacking. Smart man, because I think this is more dangerous to Bad Batch. Oh, he's also got the Dispel on 3. I kind of like that for being anti-Bad Batch. Yeah, my gut instinct says that it's probably safer to do this with Inquisitors. So 3S, GI, 7S, 5B, 8B. What does that mean? We have something in excess that we should not have. We have JMK. No, we use JMK. We have Starkiller. That's what we have. We have something that I'm not used to having after the front wall. Starkiller should be more than adequate to that task. I want to say that we can use Gidme to deal with Tuskens. Why don't we check that? What are you doing, sweetness? Daddy's precious girl. Dancing in the mirror, okay. You're such a weirdo. Yeah, Raddus would work. I know, I've done that. Raddus would work. Raddus is a great option, though, for dealing with the Iden, right? So Raddus, Jin, K2... Cass... SRP? Something like that. Okay. So Qui-Gon. Yeah, we don't have no Qui-Gon, so better stop talking about that shit. Tusken Chieftain can apparently... Wow, 85%? What is up with that, bro, him? Really? How does that work against higher defense? Wow. Seemingly well. Perhaps I'm wrong about this. What I need is a clear understanding of how I'm going to work through Saw. What are we doing for Saw? Saw with the Omicron. Remind me. It's on the leadership, not the unique. There's like a million things this does, that's right. Oh, shit. What do I want to do with you? So it doesn't have the wedge effect, so it isn't that radical of a departure from what we would have had from data available last set. So if I pull this up on Insight, I could pull up some reasonable inferences. Saw. Nope, not that. SRP. SRP, huh? CLS, Imperial Troopers, Raddus, Bounty Hunters, Malgus Dash.
dash for 58. I don't like that. Star Killer. So Star Killer is an option for dash or for saw. What else? Show me banners. Here, let me flip this over to desktop view for you guys. Don't think I've seen an old Ben with Leia before. It's actually very meta for last season. You won't see it probably a lot this season because Han Chewie is all the rage for sure. It's a much more dangerous opener to the fight, especially with the stacking, with the buffs up level 3. And then you have damage reduction level 6 for Rebels, so Han and Chewie are much more survivable with that. It's pretty serious. Without the Kron setup, I think it's kind of crap to have Han and Chewie there, I think. But as long as the state of Kron exists, that's going to be a problem. Okay. Aphra is a reasonable solution to this team. So it shall be. Aphra, oh my god. Aphra BT1. Oh my god. 000. B2, because I can. We'll do that as one of our last fights. And then Darth Vader, because your boy. Yeah, no, those people are ended. That is the end times. EP, MaraJ, Starkiller. Visas. We don't have Mace. We would have Old Ben, though. So Old Ben will be made to serve. We will check now on the CLS idea to use Ewoks. Proceed with the scheme. Who hit me up with some biddies? I heard biddies. 500 biddies from Mole Pills. What's going on, man? What's going on? Crons are crons. Crons are cons. Yeah, they always were. That's no lie. Gator don't play no shit. Is that damage reduction? That was damage reduction, wasn't it? Ooh. See new Rex with Leia. Oh shit! I'm not even thinking about using Hera or using the Phoenix right now, man. We gotta be like super tight on how we're doing this one. Damage reduction, high damage, big crit damage. Oof. So the good news is the Kneesa level 9 means that we're like infinitely survivable. What can you tell me? We have Iden, of course. And we have Iden with the Iden Kron to boot, so that is something. But Ewoks. Show me. Show me. Fulfill the theory. Ooh. Ooh. Well, goddamn. Yeah, that win rate's kind of variable. It's kind of all over the place. Shit. So we have Gidme. Gidme's not in use, but Gidme won't save you from that Han Chewie opener. Will none of you show me the damn Ewoks? Don't nobody have no nice Ewoks? I guess not. No, people would have done this. You could have done this without the Kneesa level 9. You could have done Ewoks for CLS. Somebody's trying this shit. Y'all are lying. This is a fib. Sir. Alright, we have to consider carefully. 100% win rate with the proper. Maybe that's the solution we're looking for. So we could keep them as a cleanup to something. CLS. Wow. Wow. I am glad I did JMK versus Ray, because if I did Starkiller wiped like I often do, and then had to clean it up with JMK anyway, and then, to put myself to that effort to see that he had no JMK in the back, that would be a huge coup. That'd be a huge strategic coup. So Hera, Krex, Chopper, Kanan, and Sabine. Okay, hopefully that. Well, yeah, I mean, we get to reset their turn meter repeatedly, so that makes sense that they won't get a lot of benefit from that rebel damage reduction. So we'll plan on that. We'll plan on that. Hopefully we're not completely destroyed by this team. As far as you go, yeah, we have that. So are we fully mapped? I think we're fully mapped. And we saved ourselves Watt, so if I were so inclined against that Tusken team, I do have Trench. Trench is like a guaranteed 65. I think I'm going to do that instead of Gidme. Gidme can be on the bench as an alternative. Alright, this will be the first fight. I'll tell you what, let me restart this real quick, take a quick break, empty the bladder, refresh the drink. We'll call it like 3-4 minutes if you guys don't mind. And we'll be right back in session. Thank you so much for being here with me, and thank you for your patience while we're here on break. Be right back with you. Alright. Alright. We're coming back. Yeah, I went down and freshened up my drink with some more gin, thinking I had enough sparkling water to, like, top it off. I did not. So, this is going to be challenging. Well, it's not the most hostile drink I've had. Alright. Let's get with it. Leia. So. 2, you. Relic 8 Hoda, the only reason he's 8 is so I can use him in TB. I don't want to talk about it. I don't like it. No one forced me to do it. I did it because I wanted to have the option. I still don't like it. Alright. This is the key to the kingdom here. Depending on the setup and depending on your relic disparity, you might want to have the level 6 that's the damage reduction for your side tunes. But in this case, we don't have Han Chewie here, and we have relic advantage, so we can go with what's going to be very likely 65 if we do it well. Yeah, with all this turn meter gain that we'll get from the level 6, yeah, we're going to be fine. Opinionator, not the most hostile drink I've ever had. Great drink rating. Look, man, I mean, you know the type. You know the type. The type you cut your teeth on back in college where you're like, oh, no, man, it's great. Like that. All right. What are we going to do? We want to have the ability block. How fast are we? Are we faster? 547 plus 40. 587. We're faster. Why are we faster? Why be in speed set but not be that fast? There's some other stats on that girl. What are you up to, Ziio? I'm watching you. Alright, some health here. Potent. Health and potency. So the important part is that it's a health primary. Health primary. So that's what he tried to do. He split the difference. He's able to be very, very fast. I might look at this. I might look into this myself because this will probably produce a faster one than I've got. I should check this out. But it would have to be like the best of the best, man. Wow. 196K. I want to say mine's like... What is mine, like 198? What is that? What is that? 198. Oh, and his is only 183 unmodified. Of course. Here I am beating myself up. Okay, so I'm significantly more healthy. Yeah, because I've got a good bit of health baked into my cron, like 30%. Anyway, we should be able to roll pretty heavy on these guys. Let's hope it works that way. Bonus turn, ahoy. Slap. We could trade off, but we could also just boost him, yeah? No, we want to mark. We want to just mark. You want to just mark. That's right, I remember. We could do this. I mean, this is also cool because you're about to go anyway. The stun's hot. Alright, you do this now. You go like this. You stay like this now. There you go. Kicking the shit out of him. This one, we would want to be doing like this. Okay, this here to you. Okay. Yeah, it's unfortunate. But that's why we saved our swap, right? For a likely scenario such as this one. Yeah, I actually kind of like this move. Important. Oh, that was stupid of me, actually, wasn't it? Well, we'll be able to cleanse somebody. Okay, that was a savior, pretty sure. Oh boy, we might be in trouble now. Got that shit. Ooh, oof. So everybody's hiding except you, huh? Okay. How are we going to do it? We want to stay just the way we are. We want to stay just the way we are for now. So just chill. Because we need the damage reduction. Yeah, that's the one that I was afraid of. Do the big heal here. You're probably not going to get a better chance than right now. You can call him, do it. It's some type of turn meter shenanigan. Anything, anything. I need an anything. Right, I need to be able to smite you out of existence at least. Fine. You're gone now. Ooh, yeah. Yeah, good thing we kept Inquisitors, man. This is not looking good so far. I'm not impressed. This won't dispel that off of him, so do I really want to do that, or do I just want to do a call? Because that's at least going to do that. Then this can fuel him, right? Yeah. Dispel you. Go back to this. Get this off of him. 2 minutes. Where are we at with the clock? Okay. Man, that is just bad. Okay. We need the damage. We've got damage. And somebody's gonna get called back, man. You just keeled right over. Frick. That is bad. Yeah, I mean, we want that in the face of this ultimate, so this stealth is just eating me alive. At least we don't get the revive, so got that going for us, which is nice. Let's see if we can't kill anyone else before we have to go in with Inquisitors. Monstrous, wow. And I just did this against Han Chewie with this same setup, except I had Jolee instead of Hoda, and it was a snap. So I'm just as surprised as you are. This worked like fine against Infinims. I'm sure he was just as surprised as I was. Boy, that is bad. I mean, it's good that R2's gone. But that is bad. And now they're going to counter on him. It's probably the best move. Okay, so she's starting off with no turn meter in a basic. She finished that fight. That was miserable, though. We stunned correctly. We marked. Oh. I saved the swap one turn, didn't I? And then I coined. I could have swapped turn meter. I think it's important to pass the turn around from JKR back, to with the highest other turn meter Jedi so that you get back to his mark ASAP. But that wouldn't have helped us with the stealth problem, would it? So the important thing would have been to have had R2 like fully locked down. Why did R2? R2 did the foresight, did the smokescreen on himself because Leia was so low, and she got the stealth because we didn't have the mark with the buff immunity on her from JKR because it had fallen off. So I should have done the trade. I usually do that trade. So that's on me, but that's good. That's good. That's not an uncontrollable reason. So, all right, we have to mark that up. But now we know why. Comment, 1 drop. On JKR's second turn, used coin instead of turn swap with next highest TM Jedi, thinking it was smarter to save the dispel. But we get the dispel from Jedi Cal. So we want to do that. Thinking it was smarter to save the dispel. If we had kept the TM in line, JKR would maintain mark buff immunity when R2 uses smoke screen on himself. So that's the issue, is that we got stuck without being able to hit Leia for a period of time. So now we know that the only way that we want to push through this is with Inquisitors. That means the plan changes for Tarfful. Tarfful becomes challenging now. So now you move here. What will we do for you, Tarfful? That's a good one that we can actually check an option for. Sure, we'll choose this one. Two drops, unfortunate. I'm actually surprised by that one. Slacker, I guess I'm a little surprised by that, but this one was more surprising. I guess I'm making some assumptions here about the nature of his Tarfful. What's this? It's defense stacking buff dispel. Speak. 96% win rate. Tell me. Tell me all about it. Now, why would you show me that cron? Why would you show me that cron? Why would you show me grit? Why would you show me grit? Did I not specify the cron? I said has defending datacron. Yes, there isn't an exact match button, is there? Alright, you got me. Thank you for the very helpful information. So grit. This is a viable strategy for grit. What is it? 65 here. What are the particulars? He out-relics this team significantly, so that's not the droid we're looking for. Bad Batch feels. What is this? 5577. Yeah, no, this is again where disparity applies. Jesus, this is all in Kyber 1? What is this shit? Okay. Hera, no. Starkiller, no. Mother tells it no. Raddus is assigned. Raddus is assigned? Raddus is assigned? Yes, Raddus is assigned. Dash. We have something, but not quite that. Not quite that either. That would work. Aphra would work. Aphra would work on Zalbar. Can be a little interesting of a fight. That's true. That's true. So Aphra, we'll write it with a question mark because it is a realistic option. Shock Bad Batch. Ooh. Now why the shock? The shock to be... No, but the shock would be to be ahead of somebody. Why would that matter? What's the particulars? It's defense stacking. Relics are competitive. What's the difference? Extraordinary armor penetration on the Kron. Crit damage. But why the shock T lead? Interesting. Works against grit as well, but a bunch of things work against grit. There's another option. There's something else. There has to be. There is something yet that I do not see. This one. This one. I like this one. Defense stacking. Competitive relics. Good stats on the defending Kron. Good stats on everybody. Okay, fine. But what of it? How do you play this? You would want to apply debuffs, and then there would be a cleanse. She could do third on to Echo so that he would have speed up and come back around for his third that much quicker. There's an option. What went wrong? I think one single dum-dum. I think that's about it. The dum-dum was, instead of JKR's first turn, you mark Leia. JKR's second turn, I used coin on Jedi Cal to move Jedi Cal along. Whereas, I think I should have done turn meter swap with the next highest turn meter Jedi, because JKL stunned R2, so R2 lost a turn. When R2 finally got around to his turn, the situation was such that Leia had managed to drop her mark and buff immunity from JKR, and she was also like 0 protection, some health missing, still green health, but apparently possibly still lower life total than R2 in that moment, because when R2 got his first turn, he used smokescreen targeting himself, hiding Leia from me. That should not happen with that counter, with that JML counter. You should be able to maintain JKR's mark on her if things are going well. I've never had that happen. I also think I felt the intuition to hold on to the dispel from that, and I don't think I usually do that. But that is what I did this time, and I do believe that's what cost me. But you'd have to watch the VOD. Let me know. Let me know on Discord. Okay, this may be viable. This may be viable. Man, they're gonna slap my shit if they go at all. So this suggests that you're just wiping them out. So you need extraordinary armor penetration with that Kron. Let's talk about that real quick. If I were to set you all up for just such an occasion... Bad Batch. Wait a minute, there's something else. Does Trench have any utility there? Gidme, no. Gidme maybe. Yeah, we know Starkiller. What else is... Oh, you know what we didn't look up? Did I already fight CLS? Holy shit, no, we're still all focused. And now we're going to deal with Leia. Well, I guess we might as well face the music on that. There is no substitute for using Inquisitors there, and so we will. Hope to God it works, too. I like this less. This is the one that we use. Defense isn't very high, though. So riposte, lower defense. This has buffs. This has buffs. This has the targeting ally. How many get to take advantage of that? Exactly 1. So that's very low value. That's why we have this one earmarked for this purpose. The crit damage is also helpful. We open up with the ability block, I have to assume. And go from there. Away we go. Gods help us. Okay. Okay. Lock the rest of them down if you don't mind. Can't be ability blocked. Can't be ability blocked. Everyone gets shit on infinitely now. Good call, Tassinix. Brilliant fucking work. Now everybody gets to eat shit. Good job, lad. Bruh. I fucked up my entire life with that one swap. Alright, that's a step in the right direction. We got torn up for the grace of fucking God. Get me to Seven Sisters. Turn. Get me to Seven Sisters. Oh, shit. Okay, we got torn back for the moment. That's fine. Just keep slapping him. That's fine. It ain't gonna get better for you. Just end him. Oh my fucking God. Man. It's something. I mean, you're gonna counter into her, and you can counter 3 times into her. I don't give a shit. That part I give more shits about, though. That part. If somebody's gonna live, it ain't gonna be a tank. So get the hell out of my house. Okay. Not all the way bad. This should get a counter. Yeah. Okay. Ooh. Okay. Ability block. Basic into stealth. Good. Still get countered. Not the best. Objective. Kill her before she is able to ultimate. She can't counter this. We go into stealth. She doesn't have buffs up at this point. She will counter us here. Not ideal. Minor life steal. Basic into... Where we at? Gotta just basic and hit twice. That's fine. Come on. Alright, well, you know what? It's gonna have to damn well do. We lived.
Oh, okay, that's a victory.
Yeah, that's a victory smile.
That's not it. Yeah, okay. Good job. Are you winning fun?
We're not completely dead yet. So, 1 plus 37. Ooh. Right. I completely fucked my entire life with that thing. Could be wrong. Maybe maybe not ability blocking could have been more lethal, but gosh, I doubt it. Seventh didn't get a turn, right? I don't think Seventh got to take a single turn. She didn't do any dispel on anybody. Yeah, I don't think Seventh got to do anything. And she's fast. She's like 360 plus fast. She's fast. Your girl should be moving. I would like to talks to use. Clones. Let's just put one in for now, because what I want to look at is crons. Clone Trooper. Armor penetration. Sort. Wrong. Correct. 65%. So this is the minimum that we can do. We also have this cron available because this is a Clone Trooper cron. Not a Phoenix cron. So we still have that. Where the hell did I say that was going to go? That's going against CLS. I remember that it said Hera can... Oh no, Hera's... Well, that isn't... No, that's the comp I would probably use, yeah. I have a feeling. How can I filter for the exact datacron? That's annoying. Team members exact. Something is weird. Why can I not find something to support Ewoks? Oh, interesting. Trench 64. Trench 64. Trench 64. I mean, they could open up on one, and then you're probably screwed, right? So why would you invite that? Fair. Zeb over Kanan, really? Health makes that much, or the protection makes that much of a difference. I don't know. I need to see something. I need to see that I'm not crazy about this Ewok thing. Alternative. CLS 100% 63, but that's CLS droids. It's not full proper. Sauna. Roof cutoff. Show me more. CLS. Tell me more. Remove cutoff. Remove cutoff. Remove cutoff. Remove cutoff. Okay, so CLS droids moves faster, but I feel like Ewoks is gonna do this. Am I willing to take the risk? Because if I do, then I free up Phoenix. To what good end? Why do I care about that? What does it afford me? We still have the top side solved. It's all about how we want to manage. Well, no, we have Aphra in two places. We have Aphra for Saw, so what we need to consider is another Saw option. We had Aphra assigned to it, and Raddus is currently assigned to Iden. We didn't look up Iden, so I guess that's fair. This Troopercron didn't exist, so we'll have to make some inferences. What's this crown? It's Storm. Conversion. With buffs, right? Yeah, buffs, Storm, and Conversion. So lots of defense crushing. I do like Raddus there a lot, so I don't think I'm inclined to change that. I can't take any risks that drops, and the other options seem like they would be a worse banner. So we'll do that. Is there an unexpected opportunity for Tuskens somewhere? Not with CLS, surely. 81% win rate. What are the particulars? So there is damage reduction to consider that they've got. They would hit like trucks. Han would cause several of them to have the buffs very early in the fight before their first abilities, so that's dangerous. High defense. Protection would be smart. Protection and defense would be very, very smart against these, if that was the plan. When the plan works, what's it worth? It's worth like 63 on the high case. Something like that. 63, 63, 63, 63. Okay. That is viable. That is potentially interesting. If we were to consider that kind of option, and we're not doing it here, but we are just going to click here. We'll just pick someone. We have to give them high defense for our purpose. Ideally, they would also have buffs. Highest that we could offer is this. This is decent, actually. It is kind of decent. That might be smart. Saw can't be trifled with. You know, we don't get down like that. We don't do that. Especially with a couple of drops. Even one was kind of disappointing. But two? Yeah. We can accept nothing but the best on that. Alright. So what do we want to do? We want to resolve back wall. We have to make a commitment on Tarfful then. Inquisitors, bounty hunters. Aphra is needed for Saw. Tarfful. Does Tarfful just get beat to shit by, do I have a tab for Tarfful? Yeah, I do. Do they get beat to shit by anything else neat? What if it was... See, that's what I was afraid of. I was wondering if that was going to work. Alright. I really want to know for science, though, man, if Ewoks is going to eat this up. Because Ewoks seems like it's safer than Hera. So let's do that. I'm going to do that. I'm going to save that. Because I have a very high-spec team. Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to set it all up. And I'm going to take a, like, literal 1 minute, really quick bathroom break. The alcohol moves through me. This is my Kneesa, so pretty well set up here. Let me show you some of the features of what we have going. So we've got the Omicron. I don't know why I'm showing you this guy. His stats really don't matter too much, but it'd be like that. What's important is that he has the Omicron. What's really important is this guy. So he big. He fast. Oh God. Oh Lord, he fast. He like 375 fast. Plus the 30 speed from Chirpa Omicron. 405 speed on turn 1. So we are moving. Figure that it doesn't matter who they open on. The level 9 from Kneesa says that the first time each Ewok is defeated, they're revived with 100% health and protection. We have some decent stats here to mitigate us. So we should be alright. Anyway, be right back. Thank you, guys. Alright, we're coming back. Okay, here we go. Who do we need to... He'll stealth. Who do you need to stealth? You need to stealth Logray. Logray's in a decent position to be stealth. You don't target Paplu at all. Why would we target Paplu? So he can be in the third safely. Why not set it up in this manner? Okay. I want to see what happens. This might cost us more, but the knowledge is also worthwhile. It should work. Oh, right. I should actually know what I'm doing with this team first. Move 100%. Well, damn it. You know what I'm going to do is I'm going to put it on fucking auto. Shameless like. Real shameless like. Hey, leave her the fuck alone. Oh, Jesus. Oh, sweet Jesus. You know, what I'm actually kind of worried about is, yeah, they're not getting any, like, turns. Okay. So, Chirpa... So, for all that, Paplu didn't even get turn 1 on the opener, right? It was Kneesa. Kneesa did the right move, I think, on the opener. I guess we could have tried to stun Chewie, but that's not good. That's challenging. Alright, so now we need to do Phoenix. Man. I had a feeling that could have worked, though. Alright. Comment. One drop. Opened with Kneesa second. Pap never got turn 1. Now, that one mystifies me. What I don't get is how Paplu never got a turn. That is shocking to me. That's good, though. I know if I want to use that team, it's not there. That's for damn sure. Tuskens could do it. Guess I could try it. What I don't think I want to do is spot him any other drops, because 3 drops is quite a bit. Now, is that really the highest composition? I'd like to see that. Highest composition, 63. Yeah, this is by far the most, and we would want the reset is highly valuable. It's highly valuable. So we have both. We need the Phoenix one. Okay, I think we're set up. Hera, Crack, Sabine, Chopper, Kanan, go? Man, you gotta hope. You gotta hope that the product does something. We go after him and March. Okay, so far, not my favorite. We would want to do this to her next. Move the ship along. Definitely this one. Yeah, he can't be reduced like that. It's true. But the rest of them, not quite so free as all that. Taunt. Cleanse. You. Gotta stick to the script now. Young man. Boy, yeah, well, that's why, because you got all that shit going on. So it's fair. It's completely fair. Boy, is he durable because of all that horse shit. Why don't we rip turn meter? Yeah! Alright, how about you just fucking go bye-bye? Alright. Who's next to die? Chupio would be ideal. Keeping Chupio on lock. Imagine if I just did this first and didn't try dum-dums with fucking Ewoks. Let that be a lesson to you guys. Invest in high-spec fucking Ewoks so that you can drop against CLS with it in 2023. With a Kron and everything. Yeah. Could have been a 65. It's a 45. That's on me. Ewoks disappoint. 45. Not in threes, though. That's a different situation. You're able to stress your opponent enough. Alright, yeah, Aphra. Tarfful. We really have to deal with Tarfful adequately. CLS is out of the way. We can move this tab away from us now. Tarfful. Man, is it looking like we're going to do some kind of ban shit? Son of a bitch. The alternative would be to move Starkiller there as opposed to on dash Hondo. Do I have a dash tab? Look at me. Look at me in my hubris not having a dash tab. Look at you. You crazy son of a bitch. Dash. It is dash with that Relic 9 monster of Hondo. Hondo what? That's probably a savvy move that we're considering here, considering our situation. Nest. Okay. Interesting. 87.5. What made you lose? Insufficient armor penetration. So that was a Bulkron. Bulkron. Different reason. Bulkron. And it works against all different manner of set 10. All different manner of set 10. So defense is what makes it dangerous. But look, it has even lots of banner bleed. So that looks pretty poor. So there wasn't any such good usage of trench there, was there? I don't think so. We're just having an adventure out here. Trench is a dead nuts ass zero. Who else? Saul was getting who? Saul's getting Aphra. Could Saul get Trench? The composition is too detailed. SRP we can anticipate. Exactly. Trench. 64. I suspected as much. Now this is with a relic advantage, though. This is also without Dooku. How very interesting. Only one attempted, but I like it. But I like it. That means that Aphra would be made available for Tarfful. Dash is still attended to with a suitably high banner option. Aphra is 61. Star Killer is 64. 64 would be... Oops, excuse me. Why do we not try the Bad Batch? Well, the main reason to not try the Bad Batch would be to not drop anymore. Who are you saving Aphra for? Aphra is currently reserved for Saw. Yeah, hopefully this time next year Trench is actually useful in the new ship meta. It's a good point. 123 battles, 100% win rate. Like, Starkiller just crushes that dash. That is insane for huge banners, too. Aphra is less precise, so what do I have written down? Well, what's Starkiller for that? So if Aphra's for the other one... Starkiller and Aphra are the best two counters for dash. If I had a third counter for dash, what would it be? It would be Bad Batch. But Bad Batch is very dangerous here. See, Trench. 87.5. Lower win rate. Lower win rate. Hondo will go first. That's why it doesn't have a solid win rate. Hondo would go first. Alright, while we sweat the details on that mess, we're just going to go ahead and do Raddus. Raddus can cast K2, SRP, sufficient. Ideally, I think it would be Rebel that we would take. One, for whom are you? Oh, yeah. Well, we won't be doing that, so we don't need to worry about that. Right? I mean, if you want to, you can. But it doesn't make sense to. Damage. Damage reduction ability. There's a lot of offense on that team. They convert it heavily. No? I want this for the defense. We need the defense to not get blown out. Let's take that. There's a lot of offense on this team, so we cannot be deceived by the size of the relics that Kron is forbidding. Let's move. Make a move. Okay. I see you. Appreciate you. Thank you for that. Turn meter off of you. Yeah, there's no reason to do the pass, so why not go for that? Alright, just get dodged. Yeah, you know, Operation Get Shit On is in effect. We could dispel all debuffs from ourselves, then we start to get into good situations, I think. That would kill you straight out the gate. But let's do this for now. Okay, it's fine. Shields up, weapons online. I don't give a shit. That's fine. Hit him. Excellent. Okay, I guess it'd be a good time for that Dispel to be available. However, good time to also put that Spark of the Rebellion back up, so I don't feel too bad. My gut says save this, But I don't know if we're actually going to lose anybody in the case of that. Plus, we also have the ultimate. So I think we're going to do the turn meter pass so we can come back around. They have the ultimate, though. I don't think there's something that says they can't be revived. Like, I think we want to wait for that shit to drop off, right? Well, we have time to wait regardless, so I think I'm going to take advantage accordingly. Almost nothing in terms of ability block. That's disappointing. So we could completely dispel ourselves. What happened? The buff is off of a couple of characters. I say drop the hammer. Whoo! Whoo! Bye-bye! 64 it is. Now, you. Gidme? I don't think I'm that stoned. Something. Doesn't matter. 66, 60 something. Alright, we're doing that. Yeah, no one else was going to run that way. And did I check off that the Omicron was on there? Because I need something different then for one or the other. It's only 53% winner to do that shit, so that ain't really it. That ain't really the option we're looking for. 61 is livable. If I have to Aphra that, that's acceptable. Dash is not a good choice. Trench. Why would Trench have any? So if Hondo locks you down, you're just done. We're this lost. You need defense for this. We could afford that. If I can do that, I can move Starkiller to deal with Tarfful, and then we have security. So what if we tried it? The alternative is just to man up and bad batch it, but if we're doing Gidme, then we're using Shakti there. So, what of it? I can't drop any more. That's why I gotta be so careful. Can't drop any more. I know it fails because I've had people fail against mine. So I don't want that. I'm going to risk that. I want to see that myself. So for that to make sense, that means I have to do this. If I'm doing that, fine. Let's try it. Galactic Republic. I haven't done this in a minute. So Padme. Oh, we'll just grab him now. Do we target him for any reason? Maybe to heal his broke ass. So we'll grab Gideon. Back to Galactic Republic. Shock. You. And... oh... it has to be a support, not a healer, so it can't be like her, for example. See, you think she's a support, but she's actually tagged as healer. So you can't do that. So... I'm a Gundy. Defense would offer a lot. Light side, ideally, 26%. Start with prod up. It's not nothing. 27% is pretty anemic, though. But then again, where am I going to use this? The advantage of going the other way would be... I mean, this prod up isn't really bad at all. I kind of like it. We can, if I'm clever about it, I could opt into the speed up. Depends on how smart I want to be about it. Let's think about how this goes. Moff is first. We pull. Shock T is really fast. She'll go next. She will basic. We'll basic him into non-existence. The others don't matter after that point. So, who's next? It would be Yoda. Yoda could slap and buff spread. I think we just end the threat immediately. Yeah, just like I planned, Sheepdog. It's all part of the plan. Anyone who tells you otherwise is a damned liar. Okay, so there you are. What with your 24 stacks? Slap her shit. So here we go. So if I do this, this is even bigger of a hit. If I do this, feels like a waste. Feels like a basic here so that this doesn't get called and wasted, yeah? Because I just need people to be dying real quick like. So buy? Okay. Oh my god, this Hamagundi is just gonna... that is wild. The defense up is wild. Raider and Sham, so between them, Raider slaps. Hi. All of you may be dodged, cordially. Shaman offers offense up. You can go next, since we're in the you gotta go kind of mood. Why don't we do this? Basic. As long as there's one other living Jedi. Slap. You die. And then, like so. And 65. Alright. What are you? Buffs. So we would need defense. Talk to me. Speak to me. $128. Star Killer or Aphra. That is not the Star Killer crown. That's the Star Killer crown. Aphra requires what? We can use anything with Aphra. I wouldn't sweat that. You have this one, which is really good for the purpose, high defense. So we're not even planning on using troopers. That can be the trooper prone. This one can be assigned for this purpose. Okay, so what happens? We pop first, he does second. If he goes after what? I mean, there is some inherent risk here, I think. You have to assume that being able to get off your feet in the beginning is enough. Let's roll with it. I want to try it. I'm very interested in trying it. This is destroying them, says Zepha. I hope you're right, man. We'll find out. You and me. Us together. So happy together. Okay, it's not the worst outcome. Nuke getting shut down for a time is livable. I want to say that we want to put the health tech out on him as a next order priority. This is a dispel mechanic. So if we do this, that Stone Ages you, which forestalls debuffs of a kind. You are just going to absolutely shit stain somebody. It's going to be crazy what you're about to do damage-wise, right? Inflict stagger. But what are we to do about it? Well, I mean, that's why we have damage, and we hope that it holds out. Or we have defense, and we hope that it holds out. Otherwise, this is going to be a real fucking short trip. Do we need to worry about reducing somebody's max health right now? I don't think that's the case. Why don't we give him a rocket just to see if it does anything that I care about? Hey, you know what? Resetting his ass is on the menu, boys. There's no Vandor to save you. What a shame, what a shame. Now, you really hate to see that happen, because it couldn't happen to a nicer son of a bitch. Who is it that we wish to dispel next? Him taking a move is whatever. He's going to get to go regardless. Him having ability blocks, kind of ass. I'd like you to be able to get extortion into the fray. Would you kindly? Dispel, Part 2, Electric Boogaloo. Okay, very good. Can't hit him exactly. Would be nice to hit you, reduce your max health while you're in the neighborhood. You will just get Foresight saved with that shit. You or you? Let's give it to Dooku, because once Dooku's free, we got something real nasty there. Set your cooldowns back, call a mass assist on you just because you still have extortion, and the alternatives are not great. Basic here, that's... Alright, dispel, we're back in the land of safety. Basic, slap the shit into non-existence. Cleanse you. I like the way we look. I guarantee it. It's going to spread just by throwing this on him, so we'll just go ahead and do that. Basic, alright. Now you are kind of just inanimate meat. We'll get rid of you so that you can't save any of your friends at an inopportune time for the neighbors. Basic. Wow, why aren't you evading any of this shit? Real talk. Shock your shit. That's cool. Hitting somebody reduces the cooldown of motivate. You are the only non-stun person. You can go ahead and have a seat. Get on off to the side now, you hear? You have to be made an example of real quick, like. We got to get to stepping. Mass assist. This one's got to go. Not now, but right now. Yep. Keep with it. Make with what with the deaths. Yeah. Yeah, make what with the deaths. Yep. Max health down. I don't know, man. There's still that cleanse aspect from IG that I'm not a huge fan of. That's true. Come on, we got a minute to kill 3 characters? I don't know, man. What the fuck is this?
Finish him. Seriously, though. Kick the shit out of him. Real quick, like. If you guys don't fucking destroy this guy, like, unreal, I'm gonna be so mad. Okay. So far, so good. 13 seconds, I believe. Come on. Had him the whole time. Anyone who tells you otherwise is a damn liar. Trench. Django. Dooku. Newt. Watt. 65. Alright. So that means Aphra is still for Saw. Star Killer. Old Ben, I guess. I'll check. What's the best tank? And then we got Aphra for the other one. So we got our path through, guys. All according to plan. Whoo! Yeah, that Hondo was a big bitch. It's true. All right, back teeth are floating once more. Another couple of minutes of break. Appreciate you guys' patience. We're putting in our time on this one. You know, this is a good bit of effort. So see you here in a minute. All right. We're coming back. So, two more squads and then on to fleet, guys. We put in the work. We should now be provided with clean options. Star Killer. Star Killer Visas.
from a banner's point of view, 65 using Jedi Knight Guardian. Is that so? But that's only one, sample size of one. I could understand it, but we require a Jedi. And old Ben is a big boy. We have you available, and away we go. So how do we proceed? We would do third first into second because of Zalbar reactive taunt. Yes. If we land the third, interesting. Let's see what the opener looks like. So there's multiple taunts. So you can't clear them all. So what do you do? If you do this, then you land all the shocks. He's going to gain all the turn meter and cleanse it all anyway. So what do? You do the 10 downs first, if it motivates him. Then he hits all of these. These can all be evaded. The stun is not a bad idea, but I need the dispel. Up. This spell can't be evaded. The taunt here, or the ability block. I feel like we need the taunt. Taunt prevents a bad outcome. Feels mismanaged. Yeah, that hurts. That shit hurts. There ain't no two ways about that. That shit hurts. Okay. Stagger into that, into this, into this. Okay. One of these. You got one to use. That won't work. You got this. So this is going to get evaded, but it's moving us in the right direction, I feel. Yeah, maybe I feel wrong. Maybe I feel real damn wrong. Okay. Okay. Oh, Starkiller got evaded. That's why. Now you have to hit all these people for which you are evading. Okay, so we want to do this right now, right? Let's have it. Okay, it's not failed before, so let's see if I can't be the first one. Okay. It's because of that. We're in trouble. Oh my god. Foresight. Foresight for everyone. Ah, fuck. We are in trouble. Oh boy, 2 minutes with all that. Come back to me, my child. Oh, jeez. Jeez, real? Okay. Okay, thank you. So, this will clear all those foresights. Let's go ahead and do that. Then you do this. Does somebody of importance die? Not quite. Okay. Barrel trucks, big. Dude. By the love of God. Stop it. Stop it now. Damn it. If you basic, you call him into basic on who? I mean, shit. 1 and 2 and 3 and dodge. Dig that. 1 and 2 and 3 and dodge. Just put it on auto. It's just 3 assholes at this point, and I'm over it, and I need them to die. Ooh, man, that's gross. That's gross. 3 drops in the back, man. That is bad. We even planned for that. That is real disappointing. And we checked. We didn't take the wrong matchup, so that is disappointing. 2+, you can clean it up with anything, because it's just dodos now. 3 dodos, but still. I think he's got us, because that's a lot of loss. We have to hope that our Omis carry us. Anyway. Got that for damage. Level 3s. Got the offense. Could go with the armor penetration. They have minor amounts of defense, but they have heavy damage, straight up damage reduction because of the 3. So defense is a better hedge against their ability to endure us. Way too much regen on them Wookiees. Yeah, maybe. It's just a good cron. Anyway, let's move. That sucks though, man. Okay. Stagger here is key. Doink. Yes, if you would kindly, some of that. And then if you would. So hear me out. Some of these people are going to die. Here we go. You have 3 stacks. Goodbye. 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 I'd like to crush later, so I think the basic is the way to go. It will activate it. Saber Toss could be another way to go, but I think basic does the job. So we'll just stick to the script. No other staggers to trigger. Priority target to remove from would be Cere. I guess Biggs can also do with some depression of his stats. Basic. I mean, leaving him last would be great. People who annoy the shit out of me while buffed. Her, if she has potency up. Now we get to move. Okay. This here. That wasn't a kill. Why do we do this here? If we do the toss here, it's a kill. You're already ability box, so you're just going to basic. So why not just basic again? It's not a big deal if you go or not. Knock you off the normal way. And then punk you down. There it is, 65. Okay, well, alright. How disappointing. So the drop with Starkiller was really disappointing. It feels like I mismanaged it. Because the win rate was suggesting it was really high. Now that was with a high defense from the previous set. We offered some defense with this, I think. Yeah, it was some defense. Not the highest, but it was some. One drop. Mismanaged, perhaps. Opened with second from Mara. If opened with third, any shocks landed would prevent foresight. But that's only if they land. But that's a fair point. His Wookiee's not modded stupid or something? I'm sure they're modded very well. I'm sure he doesn't put up bullshit, but we didn't rely on debuffs to make our thing work. What it is just a very high amount of armor penetration, so that when they do get a return, and each of them do get to return fire, it's painful. What will we do with you now? Vandor. We have 3 of you sitting alone with a bunch of armor penetration. I wonder if that's a call for Wampa. Are you not my girl? See, that's only 30% defense, and they are probably gonna, you know, no disrespect, lady, but they're gonna hit you really damn hard. Imperial Troopers feels inherently safe. Because if I'm scared, I can just use third off rip. Yeah? Yeah, there's no leadership. These are 3 assholes alone. You just can't get backslapped into non-existence by them, that's all. Defense, death, scout, sure. Oh wow, we don't even have one of our super duper trooper crowns. Well, maybe not this then. Yeah, we have different crowns set up for next week though, so it'll be different. My focus is high banners. Dash. Perfect. Better than anticipated. Destroy them. There can be no quarter. No peace between us. Yeah, how about I slap your shit? No doubt. Indeed, good chap. Yes. Quite. Yes. Quite. This trench was 65 there. So yeah, we used Dash, Vandor, IG-11, Wheel, and who in the hell? Ooh. Ooh. Someone. Jesus. For 43. Didn't lose anybody. But who the hell was that? Dash? Oh, it was L3 is who it was. It was L3. I had L3 open this round. Well, anyway, that was what it was, so that's no fun. We have to hope that super setup means something. Alright, this looks all pretty standard fare. Let's get into it presently. Executor triple attacker. Leviathan, and Malevolence. Malevolence, no, that's the easiest encounter. Let's go ahead and take on the nominally most challenging. Let's go with Empire. We go Chimera, Vader, TIE Fighter, Defender. You, no real need for another ship here. No, I don't think so. And away we go. Nice. It's okay, I guess. Yeah, buff him up. Remove that. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Oof. Bring you in. Target this one. Yep, had to do that right there. No choice. If you do anything but this, you're crazy. You want to top this one off. So go. Destroy it. That's fine. Strip buffs. There's no harm in that. Finish the job. And now we got ourselves a good situation, I think. As good as it's going to get, anyway. Start spreading foresight as much as possible. Yes, yes. Wow. How privileged are we? We get to heal up one more time before we get mind controlled. Nice. Whoa. We are, like, stupid ahead of schedule. Never mind. We are just out here crushing hoes. Only the dead will know peace from us. Damn. Okay. Let's have more of that. Alright. You served us extraordinarily well, Chimera. Let's have it. 2.5 minutes to finish one ship. Can we do it? And what will it cost us? We save the stun in the event of her getting retribution. You don't want to get retribution from her. Man, do they just have the entire goddamn house out here. I hate that shit. Alright, so there's that retribution I was telling you about, man. Alright, there, we strip that. Back to it. Back to the job. Hey, stop that, damn it. Stun this one. There's no reason to let it move. No good. No good. No good comes of that. Come on now. Okay, we're almost there. Stay on target. We'll spread foresight instead of doing the sweep. I'm sure you're curious. Okay, so that's it. That's it for that horseshit. That can't be evaded. This can be evaded. And I guess I'd rather just basic here. And special, and done. For 70. Very nice. We will accept that outcome. Chimera 70. Hopefully Fleet will produce some value for us. We haven't had a lot of that lately, I'll be honest with you. Fleet has not been a wellspring of value lately. This is traditional Executor. Wow, I actually have to think about that for a second. I don't think you play that differently. Executor traditional? Hmm. Hmm. Finalizer. Okay, well, I mean, people are doing that. I mean, people aren't using Profundity against it, but people aren't setting this anymore. It's not meta. This isn't even what I think it is. It's even more different than that. It's, hold on, ship counters, 3 versus 3. It's 1 and 2. It's 3. Like that. It is like that. Open the gate. So, less win rate. Speak on that. 72, 74. You just need to have enough reinforcements for the adverse outcomes. You could take Ebonhawk if you were so inclined. What is it that he said? It's 2 reinforcements, so it's our other 2 ships. So it will be, I think it should be the Taunter. I think it should be Boba that comes out ahead of Cad Bane. I think I like this. Seems less dangerous. 1, 2. Why do I care about that? We could bring this in and have the dispel, so we don't need Cassian. We could have a tank to be extra sure. How do we play it off? Opener is mass assist on that. The mass assist would trigger the taunt. We would nonetheless need to try the mass assist, wouldn't we? Because Xanadu blood isn't there, we have very low risk of losing, what's his name? Y-Wing. So if that's the case, do we not bring this ship? Because one of the only ways we can lose the fight is if they're able to get the ultimates stacked. And that will be absolutely impossible with this. I think we do this. We don't miss this for doing Galactic Republic versus the other one. And what do our compadres suggest on this encounter? 100% win rate. It's just the 2. It's just the 2. You didn't fear more than just the 2. Yeah, see, I'm with you, brother. Alright, we're gonna do it this way. My instinct feels good on this. Odd IG is starting and not CAD. I suspect that the point of setting it is because you don't see it, and almost nothing else is going to really risk tripping me up, right? So I'm cool with it. This will still trigger Houndstooth. What do you want to do about that? If you do this the same way, do you lose? I'm going to take the risk, because we do a decent bit of damage here. Get an assist call and it's a dead man. I think we're very much in the clear. The basic would be... we will take the wiggle here. You have no means. Yeah. Exactly. Exactly. I'll save the breach for now. We'll take this. Take the momentum play. Do that. That's fine. Assist calls are always welcome in this line of work. Let's open up with some real offense. We'll be able to dispel that presently. Basic there. I don't want... Yeah, I mean, we could have called the Millennium Falcon there, but I don't want to deal with that shit. Now this might be worth doing, but even that I don't want to do. I would rather just wait for Millennium Falcon to basic, because if he doesn't... Now, it just so happens that my Millennium feels like embarrassing me. My gut would be to make sure that we don't take the risk of them getting ultimate for any reason. Where do we apply this now? I'll apply it here. Come here. Kill this. Excellent. Right on time. Now you're going to do your dispel. We'll do this. Move us along. Dispel takes off that shit. Basic, into no assist, into wiggle, right on time, into middle, maintaining chaff, stay on target. Shipping and receiving department is here. Prepare your packages, so to speak. We'll go ahead and try and apply buff immunity there. That was silly. Oh, Tassinix, you silly goose. What have you done? Of course you're gonna dodge as one lone asshole in the dark. Why would you not dodge all of my shit? Garbage. Son of a bitch. 74 banners. Alright. At least we're having a good day on fleet. So, Profundity. Yeah, man. I've actually had Profundity fail me in this week. The typical triple attacker Executor. Man, we just didn't get any assists on the opener against IG-88, and he survived. That was bad. I didn't like it. Malevolence. We're going to stick to the script with this one. Negotiator. We have a fully powered Marauder, but he has no role in this fight. I don't know why I held that button. Sasha, Tass, didn't expect to see you still on. How goes it? I mean, we're going to full clear, and that's all I have to say about that, yeah? Nah, I mean, we had a couple things that were kind of risky, and, you know, we learned something. Like Ewoks versus CLS, even with the Kneesa level 9, so you get the revives, and my Paplu is modded to be 300, so 405 speed under Omicron Chirpa. It was somehow, and I really don't get this, somehow fast enough. There must have been so many debuffs that we tried to apply that got resisted that it moved their entire team up ahead of Paplu. That's the only way it makes sense. But I was expecting that Ewoks should have taken on full CLS. Regardless, it didn't work, and then we cleaned it up with Phoenix just fine. So, interesting lesson, though. Alright, we take you, we take you, we take you. And that should be quite all. The trick to this fight is because it's Vulture coming off of the bench. You basic here, you don't AoE here, because we want Spy to stay revealed such that we can... like that. Okay. You can be critically hit here and accept the outcome. We'll take it. Alright, now we get a bit of a challenging situation. So what we're really looking for here would be to do this. You will refresh this here. We'll stay on him when we can. I would much prefer that we sweep targeting you. Okay, now we're still stuck here. Now dig this. We're still ahead of schedule. So I'm just going to basic targeting him so he gets crit immunity, basic. Now they're finally, at long last, going to call out Vulture. And when they do, we'll still have crit immunity on Anakin as well as the Giga buff. So we're going to live. And now we get to call out Plo. Save ourselves from seemingly inevitable doom. And then ideally you've already got the thing on you. You're the real deal, yeah? Yeah, you're not the summon, so let's get you squared away, so to speak. We should have an AoE coming due on... Well, I guess that's also okay. I was thinking it was going to be the other guy, but that's fine. It could fade, so let's go ahead and reset this taunt here. And big hit? Nope, not quite. Just mass assist for the kill. 72, acceptable outcome. So no fleet fights below 70. All right. So poor score. Poor score. We have multiple drops. Let's explore that. First here to just recover fleet. So we just did Negotiator versus Malevolence Spy starting for 72. Leviathan was Chimera as usual for 70. And then Executor, this is with IG-88, Houndstooth, and Razor Crest starting. So just an unusual comp just to perhaps throw me off my footing. Profundity still handled business for 74 regardless. And I feel that this was considerably safer than fighting Triple Attacker. Because if you lose the Y-Wing off the rip, you could potentially lose more. All right, let's start bottom front and recap. All right. So, Malgus, DR, BSF, Malik, and Sass, we went in with Jabba, 65 banners. Against Lord Vader, we went in Slacker, Daka Zombie, Faust, Arm. This has been tried and true for us. But what I realized is that I didn't have a stacking defense cron available for him in this case. I instead opted for a straight up 200% defense starting out cron. Because I couldn't find one that had both stacking defense and buffs on 3. So I went with the one that had like a high amount of starting defense and then buffs on 3. I'll say earlier this week I went with one that had stacking defense but did not have buffs on 3, and I did win the fight. But I don't know. Regardless, basically, like, Slacker was doing okay, and then Lord Vader kind of just bonked him into non-existence. So you're expecting to finish that for a 52, and it did not exactly pan out that way. Worse still, Royal had yet survived. So we went back in with Bounty Hunters and cleaned that up for 40 banners. That wasn't even all that great. So 3 banners on the first go, 40 on the second. Could have been a 42. Cere, Malicos, Cal, Crew, and Fulcrum. We went in with C, Set, and Sass for 63 banners. Against Ray, Swolo, RJT, Zori, and GK. We went in with JMK, Cat, Ayla, Ahsoka, and Mace. Thinking that if he had JMK in the back, we could use, Inquisitors and make it work. Alright, let's talk about this back. This is where things were actually very ugly. So against Tarfful, we rearranged our attacks such that we had Starkiller available for this. And my Starkiller team is monstrous, man. But, if I'm going to do this fight, I'm used to going against Rey, where I'll take this cron that has health and crit damage on it. It's a set 11 with the buffs on 3, riposte on 6. So it's good for that purpose against Rey. If I had to do this all over again against this team, I would go with a cron that had some serious defense on it for a set 11. Because that was gruesome. I think everyone survived the ship, which was just shocking to me, horrifying to me. So hopefully that won't happen anymore, because I have different mods in place for next week.
Nonetheless, we killed what? We killed Tarfful and Zalbar. So it was Vandor, Clone Wars, and Vetchu to clean up. We went in with Dash, Vandor, IG-11, Queel, L3. We just had them around for 43 banners, so it was a perfect cleanup. Total of 45. CLS. So I didn't see any win rate supported by last season for Ewoks versus CLS. And that was, of course, before set 11 was in the fray. This is set 11 with damage reduction, but I also have a really well-modded Ewok team, and I had a Kneesa cron, which says that anytime any Ewok ally gets killed, they get a free revive. So I thought with that and a well-modded team, with like Paplu modded at 300 speed, we would just kick off and just fly and just go crazy on these guys, right? We just go run laps around them and send them to hell. Did not work out that way at all. Kneesa got to go, and I want to say that was the last turn that was taken on our team. So they opened up and like blew up somebody, and I want to say that Kneesa's turn must have attempted to inflict debuffs, so many that it overwhelmed and pushed turn meter onto their team ahead of Paplu, because Paplu never got to go. So I don't know. Nonetheless, had we just gone in with Phoenix, it was a straight up solution to the problem. 45 banners, so it would have been a 65. Hera, Krex, Chopper, Kanan, and Sabine handled business. Leia, R2, Drogon, Ben, and Baze. So interestingly enough, I went in with JML, Jedi Knight Cal, JKR, JKL, and Hoda. Now, last round against Infinitum, I fought this team except with Han Chewie, and I used this same Jedi composition, but except instead of Hoda, I used Jolee. And Jolee was the victim of Han and Chewie. They opened up right on him, and I have a Relic 9 Jolee. Like, you ain't critting him. He was fine. He survived that shit just fine. So I see this team, and I see Relic 5 Old Ben and Baze, and I see that there's no Han Chewie. So I'm like, okay, I feel like since we don't have such opening burst damage, we can go with Hoda instead of Jolee. And I don't think that was a wrong decision. What I think might have got me into trouble here, though, is I think it's pretty reasonable to go after it with the Jedi level 6 that's turn meter gain. And I think maybe the only other, pre-fight decision I could have made was to go with the damage reduction for the Jedi non-galactic legends, so all my sides. That might have been valuable. It might have been. But essentially, we lost Hoda, then we lost JKR. We were able to take out R2, which gave us the position to go back in with Inquisitors and clean up. So it was 1 plus 37. It was a very rough cleanup with Inquisitors. But the work was done nonetheless. So a total of 4 drops, right? It's quite a bit for 5s. It's quite a bit. So that's not good. 1, 2, 3, 4. We didn't have any drops topside, right? Please no. Okay. So I do have to pay out for that, for those drops. Prediction, 4 more. Choose outcome, 4 more. Y'all got your money on that one. All right. Hail Sneezer. Yes, that's my wife in the background. All right, so top side against Tuskens. This one was rather fun. We went with Padme. We just went with Gidme, Padme, Gideon, Shakti, Grandmaster, and Imagundi I threw at the problem. 65 banners. Saw Cere, Wedge, Biggs, SRP was Aphra for 65. Iden, Scout, Storm, Shore, and Death was Raddus, Jin, K2, Cass, SRP for 64. No bays required. That's nice. Dash, Hondo, Queel, IG-11, Nest was Trench, Django, Dooku, Newt, and Watt for 65. So yeah, the Trench Watt is very much useful. I would have had to make different adjustments. But in the end, if I had to do... No, I think Trench Watt probably doesn't do so hot against that Tarfful team, so I don't know, man. Starkiller even being able to piece it apart is probably better than just getting blown out outright, so we'll take the money and run. Right, baby girl? Isn't that what we're going to do? All right. So that covers everything. What a fight.
All right, let's see who's online first, and then we'll get ready to do our outro. Twitch. Well, how about that? Cere's in the top 20, so man, we gotta patronize the old boy. Yeah. All right. We're gonna get set up to raid into him. All right. What do we want to do? So first things first. If you want to catch previous episodes of the show and my, let's see, how do I want to introduce all this in the right order? First thing would be Discord. So if you want to get at me, you want to keep track of when I'm going to go live, you got questions, you want to be in touch, that's the place. There's my Discord. If you want to catch previous episodes of the stream and my YouTube weekly podcast with Dagger, TJ, and Sasha Isha called Plotting and Scheming, we go over the last week in GAC, what worked for us, what didn't, what we're going to take forward into the next week. Within reason, we don't give away all of our plans. But that is exclusively on YouTube, so that's where you would find that. And then, of course, last but never least, if you want to support your boy, you can check out Patreon. So let's click that now. Check out patreon.com/Tassinix. For any upwardly mobile GAC player, there's a subscription option that works for you. However, I will say, if you liked that in-detailed scouting report I did on my opponent with OmegaBot, that is a Patreon level feature of OmegaBot, and I do have a partnership with him. So if you choose any of my tiers that's $10 and up, you get a bundled membership into the OmegaBot Patreon. So you can run those detailed reports that run greater than 2 weeks. So if you wanted to, say, run a report about this 5 vs. 5 season, plus the weeks of the last 5 vs. 5 season, that itself is a report that encompasses more than 2 weeks, and therefore you couldn't do with just free OmegaBot. So it's definitely worth it. I strongly recommend that feature. Like, OmegaBot Patreon's crazy. It's really good. All right. We have to thank the patrons themselves, the fine folks that enable us to do what we do here and keep up with the Joneses as much as we can. At VIP access level, thanks goes out to White Wolf, Sam Vimes, Jobin4527, Sweens14, Stark Strategy Gamer, Sir Boss, Lego Calrissian 2187, Deadpool Cow 28, Johnny B. Ottawa, Trevor Boy Gaming, Darth QPPMG, Ray's Malgus, and JJ's Productions Twitch. At VIP access level, Ryan, holding steady there, enjoying that OmegaBot benefit. Appreciate all the long-term support, man. All right. Special thanks goes out to Yoda Force, one of my original supporters. Thanks so much for all the early donations, especially this microphone here. So I know you don't play the game anymore, but, you know, good luck and good life on the other side. To Mrs. T, my darling wife, thank you for your everlasting patience with the amount of time I put into this game, so appreciate it. To Dagger, right-hand man on my Discord, helps out a lot in my community, is also a supporter of the stream. Thank you so much for all you do. Also, TJ, I'll mention on this tier, is one of our, TJ and Sasha Isha, again, co-hosts on Plotting and Scheming, so get in there mention. And then, of course, the one and only Nomad's Reaper. He pops in from time to time, drops a bunch of subs, biddies, goes wild with it. Really appreciate the extraordinarily generous support over the years. Thanks a lot, man. All right, and we will move back over to the main scene and get us rated out. Let's get you set, rather, to head on over to Zareth. All right, start raid. There you go. All right, so this concludes week 3. I'll let you guys know on Discord how the round ends. I mean, unless he absolutely mashes his face into the grinder, I think he has a very strong chance of winning. We'll have to see what happens. He'd have to get really space jammed. I've got a challenging defense for him, but I don't know if it's challenging enough for Zio. We'll find out. We'll find out real soon. Until then, yeah, I mean, I'll make the Plotting and Scheming episode that'll come out next week.
But I do plan to stream here for week 2. So until next time, it's been real. It's been awesome. It's been real awesome. Take care.